Yo, what up? Welcome to Sideline Takes. I'm Hudson.
I'm Brownlee.
This is our Week 7 predictions. So, starting off with the college game day, we got number 7 Indiana at number 3 Oregon. Oregon's favored to win this game here.
8.5.
Yeah. The key players for Indiana right now is their QB, Fernando Mendoza. He looked really solid, as long with Oregon QB Dante Moore, who's, my opinion, running the ball and kind of play action type things have been a real standout for him right now. And so I'm taking Oregon on this one. I think they blow over Indiana pretty easily. I don't see anything special from the Indiana defense. And I think Oregon's just young, powerful. It's going to be hard to stop.
This is a huge question mark game for me, because even though Oregon had a big win against Penn State just lost to UCLA. So they could still be good. I just don't see them. And that's also a question mark for Indiana, because they blowed Illinois out of the water. That's why they're at the 7th seed. So I'm going to take Indiana in this game, but I still have it being a very tight game. I just think Indiana is going to pull it off and get the game day upset. Coach Ed.
What's up? How we doing?
First game we're going to do, Indiana, 8th seed, at Oregon. Who you got?
I got Oregon. Indiana will put up a good game for 2.5, 3 quarters. It'll be 1 or 2 crucial mistakes. Isn't Fernando Mendoza a freshman?
Sophomore, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
Freshman,
he'll make a
sophomore.
young mistake. And then Dan Lanning is a superstar. So I think he'll have his team hopped up on go-go juice, and they should take off in the fourth quarter for that game.
All right, so now we're going to start with our SEC games for the week. We got, starting out, number 8 Alabama at number 14 Missouri. I'm going to start with Missouri here. Their running back, Ahmad Hardy, he's an absolute wrecking ball.
Dog.
He's really good. It's so hard to tackle. He's going to put up probably 2 touchdowns in that game. But again, I think Alabama is going to be too much for their defense to handle. They got Jam Miller, Ty Simpson. They're just not going to be able to stop that offense. Ryan Williams, a receiver. I know we talk about him a lot on here, but he's a real factor. I feel like Ty Simpson's just going to pick them apart.
Yeah, again, I also think Alabama, Missouri, no big wins yet, and they haven't really proved themselves. I don't know why they're ranked 14th, but Bo Priliba, if you say that, has looked pretty good, and I think Jam Miller and Ty Simpson and Ryan Williams will just outpower their defense, and that's why I've got Alabama winning.
I mean, Missouri did beat a pretty good South Carolina team, but yeah, I agree.
Alabama at Missouri, I'm pretty sure.
At Missouri? Give me Alabama. DeBoer is 17-3 versus top 25 teams.
Really?
So, yeah. He gets a bad rap just because he's
Everybody
following
hits
Nick
on
Saban.
him,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's following Nick Saban. But he's legit. So I think Ty Simpson, if his name was Ty Manning, he would be the Heisman Trophy frontrunner right now by far. So give me Bama. It's still Bama.
We got number 6 Oklahoma at Texas, rivalry game. Texas is favored by 3.5 points here. Some key points for this game: Oklahoma quarterback John Mateer. He's questionable as game time decision, but it's not looking great. So honestly, I'm taking Oklahoma in this game. Either way, John plays, they're gonna win in my opinion. But if not, I feel like overall their team is good enough to be able to compete against a not proven Texas team. And I think they're gonna come away because they played in some of the bigger games this year. And I think Oklahoma comes away with this win.
I also think Oklahoma if John Mateer plays. Unlike Hudson, if John Mateer doesn't play, I've got Texas. Their backup looked fine against Kent State, but that's really not telling anything. So I got Texas if John Mateer does not play.
I mean, this one's kind of our cupcake game. SEC this week, we got Arkansas at number 12, Tennessee. I got Tennessee winning this easily. I mean, Jalen Green has shown a lot of talent last year, but he hasn't really proven himself this year. And Joey Aguilar he's been great for Tennessee. So I don't feel like Arkansas is going to give them that much of a competition. But I got Tennessee winning this game.
Yeah, I also have Tennessee. I don't need to say much to explain that. Arkansas hasn't looked great this year. Tennessee has.
It's kind of our underrated matchup here. We got number 5 Texas A&M against Florida. It's at Texas A&M. Huge advantage for A&M here. Florida quarterback DJ Lagway and Dallas Wilson, they looked really good last week. But that was just 1 week, so see how see how they'll come out and play this week. For Texas A&M, Marcel Reed, Casey Concepcion, Mario Craver, Le'Veon Moss, like that offense is just stacked with power. And along with their defense too, Hal, Will Lee, Torian York, they're going to be a wrecking ball for this Florida team. They haven't really played anything like this team yet this year. So I'm going to take Texas A&M in this win. It will be a close one, but I got Texas A&M winning by 10 points.
Yeah, I also have Texas A&M. I think Florida, if Florida's legit, they could win this game. I just don't see it happening because they still haven't, even though they just had a big win against Texas. Texas A&M has looked really solid as a top team in the nation this year. And I just don't see DJ Lagway being able to compete with Marcel Reed in the offense. And I think Texas A&M, or Florida at Texas A&M.
Give me A&M. I got A&M by 6 to 13, somewhere around there, 6 to 13. You hope Marcel Reed doesn't get caught in a mano-a-mano contest with DJ Lagway. If he does that, it could go bad. But if he plays...
Our next game is number 10, Georgia at Auburn. I mean, we got Gunnar Stockton as quarterback. He hasn't shown anything to complain about. Dylan Bell, I mean, his hands have looked a little shaky at times, but that comes with it. And then wide receiver C.J. Allen, or not wide receiver, linebacker C.J. Allen is he's a force to reckon with. And Auburn, they really just have Jackson Arnold and Cam Coleman if they can get him the ball. So I got Georgia win this game pretty easy, just a solid team here.
I also have Georgia, but I think Auburn's record doesn't show like who they are, because even though they're 3-2, I just don't think a tough loss to Oklahoma and like those type of games, they don't show. And a tough loss to A&M, right? Mm-hmm. They were all in between 6 points at one point in the fourth quarter. I just don't think they show. I still think Georgia's going to take care of business, but with Dylan Bell, their Swiss Army knife, Gunnar Stockton, and C.J. Allen, I have it being close, but Georgia's still going to take care of business.
All right, our next game is South Carolina at number 11 LSU. This is my upset of the week. I got South Carolina coming out and beating LSU. LSU QB Garrett Nussmeier, he has not looked great this year. I mean, he's shown moments, but just same as last year, he's never really proven himself. Their Cade Durham, running back, he's back from injury, so we'll see how he does. Whit Weeks, great linebacker, probably one of the best in SEC. He's gonna be all over the field this week. But I think Lenore Sellers and Nick Harbor, it's gonna be too hard for this LSU team to stop, because as you've seen in last year and even this year, Lenore Sellers is his deep ball is insanely good. He's so hard to bring down, and especially coming off that loss against Ole Miss 2 weeks ago, I just don't think they're gonna be prepared for Lenore Sellers, and I think that he's going to have a game against them. So I got South Carolina here in my upset win of the week.
I mean, I got LSU. That's my team. I just do not see them losing. Unlike Hudson Ray, we had 2 weeks to prepare for this team. We're going to be on Harold Perkins and Whit Weeks. Scroll back up. Are going to be on Lenore Sellers, spying him the whole game. And I just think if the Nick Anderson, Aaron Anderson, the Garrett Nussmeier connection will connect, then I just think they don't have a good chance of winning.
Yes, sir.
Last game, South Carolina at Death Valley at night. Who you got?
LSU's offense is really bad right now.
Really bad.
I would say you can't stop Lenore Sellers, but there is powerful juju in the air in Death Valley at night. So I think they won't be able to overcome that. Something will go LSU's way, and they'll win by a touchdown or 2.
If we figure out the run game, though, we get Caden Durham back this week. If we figure that out.
On offense?
If we figure the run game out, I think we got it. We're just so lopsided.
You know what'll help is if Garrett Nussmeier would make teams respect his scramble. When Garrett Nussmeier scrambles, he's scrambling east to west and behind the line of scrimmage. He's never putting any vertical pressure on the defense. That's how you win. When an offensive coordinator is calling plays, like favorite play is run straight and 4 verticals, because you got to defend it deep. He doesn't scare you at all with his legs, and if he was able to apply some pressure, that'll make the defense have to be kind of off balance.
He's also been hurt.
That's fine.
They said Brian Kelly said he's gonna be the top of his game against South Carolina, and back from the injury.
whatever. Not the biggest Brian Kelly fan at all.
Yeah, me
but
too.
And then if Nussmeier, if they want to be pass happy, he has to work the tight end.
Mm-hmm.
When I look at quarterbacks, like I played quarterback, so I was always taught like your tight end and your running back, those are your safety valves. You have to get them the ball because it makes everybody across the entire field work. If I can sit there and guard only your receivers, then I should be all right.
Especially when you got Trey'Dez Green.
Right.
He's so
right,
tall,
right.
you can throw it up to him, 50-50 jump ball.
Right. If you look at like, go to the NFL, for example, C.J. Stroud, right?
He's always finding Dalton Schultz.
Now, when he was a rookie and they were good and he was an MVP conversation, he was hitting Dalton Schultz. And then they went and got Nico and Tank and Stephon Diggs, and he got wide receiver pass happy. And then all those guys got hurt, and he looked like dog, you know?
Last two games,
he's been hitting Dalton Schultz, and they don't win the last 2 games. So I think if Nussmeier can, like I said, put some vertical pressure on the defense and feature his tight end, they should get going here.
All right, nice. 15 at USC.
It's a far trip, but I think Michigan is going to be prepared really well this week. They know it's a big game. If they win this week, they'll be prime position for the playoff. Bryce Underwood has been getting better every week, and they just got Sharon Moore back from suspension. And I think he's a better coach than Lincoln Riley. I think Michigan will have a better balanced game plan. I don't think Mayav is as good as Bryce Underwood. So I think at the end of the day, the team with the better quarterback in this matchup is going to win. So I think Bryce Underwood is going to play by 3. They'll win by 3. Yeah, it'll be close.
Last game of the week got number 15 Michigan at USC. Surprising here, we got USC a 2.5-point favorite right now. Bryce Underwood, great Michigan QB. He's young though, so I'm taking USC in this game. Jaden Mayava at quarterback and Jacoby Lane receiver. He's probably one of the best receivers right now. Jacoby Lane, and I don't feel like the Michigan defense is gonna be able to cover him, and I feel like he's gonna have a day against them.
Yeah, I actually have Michigan winning this game. I think Michigan's looked a lot better. USC lost to Illinois in a tough one. I just think Michigan's be able to take care of business against USC, even though they're not favored. I think Bryce Underwood's going to show out, and they're just going to have a good, solid game.
All right, that's all. Let's tune back in next week.